Imagine turning micro movements in the NASDAQ market into real profits, live right before your eyes. In my live streams, I'll take you straight into the action of scalping NASDAQ futures. Watch as I analyze price action, volume, and order flow to identify scalping opportunities in this fast paced market. You'll see my trade setups, live executions, and detailed performance breakdowns, all in real time. Stay tuned and follow my journey as I work to master the art and skill of scalping NASDAQ futures. Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Good morning, Sam. How are you this morning? My goodness. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I don't know about being on the stream this early. I like my extra snooze, honey. Goodness gracious. But good morning. I barely slept, but I'm here. All right, so here's the game plan for today. I'm cold, I'm tired. The game plan is I am only trading the account that renews next Tuesday. It's the only account I'm trading today because I'm going to be trying something. Gonna be trying something out. I am ditching my normal strategy today. So what I am attempting to do is simplifying my strategy a bit so that I can take more of these pullbacks. You're late. You late missing the open? Did you snooze like I did? Yeah, I'm gonna be trying out something new that I was looking at last night, which is why I didn't sleep much. But basically, like I've been saying since really last week, I'm not really understanding why I'm not really getting very many trades in. But like I said yesterday, I think that I don't know. I think I filtered out too much. So the goal today is to try out this new simplified strategy. Still doing the same pullbacks. Now I'm not really looking at order flow. The only thing I care about is that there's no imbalance in my entry bar. Aside from that, I don't really care what else goes on. I'm mainly just well, you can't do that. Hold on, sorry. I forgot I need to put the volume up down indicator on. It's pretty important for what I'm trying to do. Charts are gonna freeze for a second while that loads. Okay, there we go. Okay. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. But essentially, almost any pullback in either direction works for the most part. Couple of little small things I'm pulling over, like the zigzag needs to be attached to the entry bar, not the bar before it. The swing can't start with a double, basically a double bottom or double top cannot start the swing, be in the middle of the swing, or in the swing. And just a couple of other little small things. But that's what we're going to be trying. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But what I'm hoping is that I'll be able to get into more trades, number one. And number two, it'll be actually easier to get into the trades since I'm not having to worry about order flow. That's the goal. That is the goal. But yeah, so hopefully if I can kind of perfect this part first, then I'll be able to eventually look at some of the other setups that I was doing. Hopefully. Also still don't want to take trades at the VWAP. Well, actually I probably could. I just can't allow it to rotate over it no matter what part of the VWAP it is. Like rotating mean if this bar closes down, it would be a rotation. I think that's it. $3.99, and I'm obviously gonna be missing trades in the process, but that's all right. Like that one. So I would have been able to take that sale, which probably I would normally not be able to. $3.99. Yeah, that was a sale right there. All right. And I would have gotten filled. All right, cool. And the cool thing is the rules are so freaking simple. I just have to remember them. But they are like way more simple than what I was doing before. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? You're good. You're good. But yeah, I legit, and this is why I told y'all whenever I switch strategies, I do not like backtesting much, because I literally, from the time I got off the stream with you guys until 5 o'clock this morning, I probably take away 1.5, maybe 2 hours, because I got off to shower and eat and stuff like that. But aside from that, I was legit on these charts. And yeah, legit. Are we at 8:40 now? So we're gonna see what happens though. And I know because of how sleepy I am, I'm gonna miss stuff. And that's all right. But the goal is to see if this can be simplified. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna be so slow today. All right, so listen, both of these pullbacks worked. This pullback worked, and this pullback worked. Both of them. And I would have gotten filled on both. So yeah, it's just a matter of I just have to get used to what I'm looking at, because I'm looking at things in a completely different way. Especially not having to look at order flow. But you guys know a lot of times I miss stuff because POC is flipping back and forth, Delta's flipping back and forth. It's just a little too much going on, you know? And so I should not have to deal with that now. We'll see. We will see. 181. Actually, this one worked too. This one worked too. But I don't know if I fully like it yet, because we changed to a downtrend down here, but then we rejected it. So far I have that doesn't work so well, but there also might be other components as part of it. So these two for sure are setups. And when I say like the rules are basically slim to none, I was able to physically write them out and legit, these are my rules right here. Okay, that's it. All right, there is medium impact news, so I can't trade for the next 7 minutes anyway. But yeah. So basically what I did initially last night was I looked over some data from Monday this week, since we did have a lot of volatility. Usually when I look at something new, I typically go for a day that has pretty high volatility because you'll usually get the most setups. And so I literally wrote down a bunch of, I think I only wrote down the wins initially from 8:35 to 9 o'clock, and there were a lot. But then there was a process of basically kind of breaking each thing down, because even though it's going to be pullbacks, whether it's in the direction of the trend, the overall trend bias, or counter trend, I can still categorize them based off of like the regular way I was categorizing them, whether it's like this right here would be a regular pullback because we started with the lower high, lower low, lower high. So I kind of still categorize them, since this one started from a lower low to a lower high to a higher low. That I categorize as like it's called a no interest reversal. And so once I did that, it took me a couple hours to like go through kind of categorizing each setup and then kind of looking at each component. And I wasn't really impressed with the first way I did it, so I was like, I think I want to do this a little bit different. So that's when I went to, I think, the 28th, because I also wanted to, I think it was the 28th. I think I looked at the 28th and the 29th, actually, both. And actually the 30th as well. And because I wanted to also choose days that seemed kind of choppy a little bit, and see if I could figure out some stuff where things kind of correlate with each other. And yeah, there are a lot of pages that I used in my notebook, but we'll put it to the test today. But for the most part, I am still looking at like, all right, who's in control of the trend based on volume? So like for instance, there's 1.3 thousand volume in this swing down, and there's 279 in this one. So the sellers are in control of the trend. We've pushed up to almost 450 volume in this swing versus this one is 247. So the buyers are trying to take over. So I'm still looking at those things. But my entry criteria is pretty different, because for the most part, my thought process is the way I was doing it with Orderflow works. Just, I know somebody is not calling this house at 8:44 in the morning. Hold on. Right. All right. This phone is going to start getting turned off. My granny ain't even awake. But I ain't going to be mad. It's my uncle, is her son. Hey, Uncle Tay, how are you? Uncle Tay, can you hear me? Oh, got you. Okay. Okay, got you. All right, bye-bye. Saying you're down 108? That's not bad. You could definitely, like Timbo said, you could definitely recover from that. Good morning, Timbo. How are you this morning? All right, all right, all right. I could trade again. I do want to see us trade above where we changed to an uptrend though. So the only problem is so the goal is to see if we can still get quite a few setups without needing order flow. But yeah, my thought process was what's happening in the order flow is kind of because of what's happening with volume anyway. Just from the way that I trade. So we're gonna see if my theory is correct. And I should be able to kind of, especially after I learn the rules, I should be able to quickly identify what I'm looking for. Keyword should. 41. And if this works out, I'm going to be pretty freaking pissed because this is what I was trying to do before I ever incorporated order flow. But, you know, experience is the best teacher. Because, oh, see, now I don't know if I have to break even at that pivot level up there. 404. That's my only issue. So yeah, we lose some trades, it's fine. I don't know if I have to TP. Probably do. Okay. So I had already had a feeling that I needed to TP at these rotation levels. So that just confirmed that I do. So we could take the first loss, that's fine. And the reason why it makes sense that I have to TP there is because what was I about to say? Oh, it's because like we have to break the previous or the last lower high in order to continue the uptrend. So it makes sense that I have to take profit there. So I kind of had it in my rules, but not all the way. So that's why I didn't do it. But you heard me say ahead of time, I don't know if I have to break even there. But there's a lot of things that should not matter anymore. Just mainly I have to break even at more levels than I did before. So heater is too hot. I also don't know if I have to break even at the pivot levels or not. But that's what today is all about, testing. Because So what I'm hoping is that I don't have to use order flow at all. It might cause me to lose some trades though by not having it, because I can't see the imbalances in the market, but that's all right. Okay. But losing because there's an imbalance in the entry bar should be so far and few between that it shouldn't matter. But we'll see. Yes, good morning, Applejacks. I'm as early. I was early yesterday too. I was. Oh, shoots. All right, cool. So today I'm going to be testing some stuff. How come? Why is my P&L not showing over there for you guys? Oh, I just had to refresh it. Okay. But yeah, I'm only trading that one account anyway, so. But yeah, my goal is to actually get on at market open each day. But like I said when I got on, I don't know, because I likes my extra snooze. But maybe, just maybe, I can get my stuff together. Hmm. 346. But yeah, we'll see what today's testing brings us. I'm only doing one contract per trade right now, but I'm probably going to increase it because I only have 2 trading days left on it anyway. We got stopped at break even. Got a double top in the middle. I'm not taking that. I did not look at anything with double bottom starts, middles, and ends. Apex connection lost. Probably reversing the 880 to 890 range. Let's throw out a zone up there. So far, it looks like there's been 3 setups already in the first 30 minutes, which probably would have been more if I didn't have to stop trading for the news. But that's not too bad. The first 2 were wins. The the third trade was the trade I took that I should have broken even at the rotation level. So 2, 0, and 1 so far. The other good thing about trading this way, I'll be able to trade. I didn't look at the 1 bar pullbacks, but I at least am able to take trades after the 1 bar pullback like this. Remember before, when there was a 1 bar pullback, I had to wait 1, 2, 3 swings and then I could start trading again, which was driving me insane. But I don't have to do that anymore. So that's good. $453. But yeah, if I can find the most optimal setups for the pullbacks, then I'll start looking at, you know, possibly adding counter trend divergence in the same direction of the trend. But honestly, if I can get enough pullback setups, I don't really care about adding nothing else. I don't want to remember too much. My brain is already rotting for all I've had to do for the last year plus. So we'll see. Still kind of treating my half trends almost like MA. So before I can start taking buys, I need the minor trend to cross these two, which it just did. $135. Sandstone is almost getting hit. Hopefully we catch a bear down. Yeah, they're definitely pumping. It's 9 o'clock already. My God. All right, I'm gonna go to 2 contracts. Actually, no, I'm not. But I am gonna adjust the adjust over time though. My goodness. Oh, I missed it. I think I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Idiot. I forgot there's too much volume in that swing down. That's a rule I am pulling over from the way I was trading previously. When we push off of the session high or low. $226. Yeah, I literally have that written down. So I'm still pulling the principle of like, if we're pushing back towards a new session high or low, it needs to be less volume in the swing than the previous swing. Otherwise, it shows me that the push down is too much for that particular pullback. And I mean, you can see immediately the zigzag changed to a downtrend. Already changed to a downtrend again. The only thing I wish I could do, and I probably could spend this weekend doing this if I do end up, or not this weekend, maybe next weekend if I do end up liking this strategy, is I want to create like an add-on to the volume up-down indicator to where I can see when the basically what I wanted to tell me is if the volume in this bar, no. If I'm looking for a trend up, I want to know if the volume in this bar exceeded the volume in this bar, like just the total volume. I could probably code that. I would have to do volume of last high probably. I would have to figure out how to code it, but I could probably code it. Because that would actually help me a lot more than having to stare at it to look. But we'll see. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? It's like the month is closing green. We know what the rest of the year gonna do. The sellers are slowly on an uptrend on the MACD levels. Oh yeah, y'all, I cured myself. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I ain't coughing as much, and it don't sound like I've been a smoker of 50 years when I cough. All I had to do 2 nights ago was turn my fan around and put it in my face while I'm sleeping, which I always do, but I guess because it's been winter time and it's already cold, I haven't been doing it. But the last 2 nights I only slept like that. I slept like that for 2 hours 2 nights ago, and last night I only had about 2 hours of sleep. And it's almost like it's my little CPAP machine or something. Like, it's just constantly blowing air in my face. But I'm not getting overheated anymore, and that's the only time that I get sick. So excuse me. So hopefully I keep getting better. It's so weird not looking at order flow. You only won 110. But that means you're break even though, right? It's the only word for me. 2.5. That should be equal. Oh, I hate when that happens. All right, now it's more than now. Cool. 789. I can also take trades on the zone now, which is nice. All right, too much volume there. It's taking too much for the buyers to push there, so this pullback is invalidated. I didn't make my tea this morning. I just need to kick in ASAP. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch your video that you posted too. I'll watch it today after the stream, and I need to reply to Pred as well. I saw you guys' messages, but like I said, I was literally on the charts until 5 o'clock this morning with my phone on D&D. Just need to push beyond the sell rotation level. Actually, I am gonna go up to 2 contracts already. It's gonna be more than a 25% risk, but that's all right. It'll be more like a maybe like 28, 29. actually don't. Push down way too far. I didn't think we were gonna push that far down. All right, I can pull this up. How much volume is here? 2.8. Oh shoot, I forgot to 23. All right. Nice little pullback. I would not be able to trade that with my regular strategy. That's the whole purpose. Trying to get more of these trades in. What? Oh, I forgot I can't look at it. Because like I said before, I don't need to get every single setup that happens, but by golly, trading for 4.5 points at a time, it ain't no way I should have ever go a day without having a setup. That's insane. So my goal is to at least be able to take like 5 to 7 pullbacks, because if I do that, I don't really care to add another setup in, but knowing myself, I am just to be able to account for missing setups and stuff like that. But basically so far it's 4 setups, 3 wins, a break even, but I lost it because I didn't break even at the rotation level. That's that. Good morning, Paul. How are you this morning? Good morning. Let's see if that golden 26 number hits. I just said with a headache and the kid homesick again. Oh, I hope y'all feel better. Our whole household is great now, except my mom. Which is crazy because I don't understand how she was with my grandma the whole time they were on the cruise and she didn't come home sick too. But I don't have the sickness that my sister and granny has though. So another thing that I cannot do, like if this bar closes down, even if it follows my rules, I can't take it, because what I notice is that when I'm going for a sell, if the entry bar, so let's say this closed down, if the entry bar closes on this sell rotation level and the previous bar did as well, so that's what I call a rotation. Anytime the entry bar and the previous reversal bar both close on the same level, I cannot take that. And you would think that it would be just fine, but it's not. 240. All right, counter trend, that doesn't work. Right? Yeah. You would think that it would be using that level as like an extra level of resistance to push down, but no. And the reason why it makes sense that it doesn't work out is because basically when we're in a downtrend, the sell rotation levels are being painted on the last lower high. So if both the entry bar and the previous reversal bar both close on that sell rotation level to attempt to push the trend down, it doesn't work out, because basically it's saying that price is having a hard time pushing past the last lower high. And if we're in a true downtrend and we're in a strong downtrend, we should clear that level. Now we might come back up in like this level right here, this trade, how the entry bar touched it, but the previous bar didn't. We should always clear it and then use it as resistance if we, if the entry bar touches it. But if both those bars touch it, it does not work out. And the other way I was trading, I don't really even think it mattered, but it does now. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? You watched the video, dude? Girl. The intro is him going from one house in a helicopter to another for real. Girl, I'm mad that you went on a whole research spree, honey. I be the same way. It's like on Facebook, you see something like a crazy status, and then you go deep into the comments, and now you done clicked on this person page, done went to theirs and clicked the next person page, and next thing you know, you done clicked through 7 people's pages and you don't know how you got there. That's how it be. I'm gonna switch clothes real quick. I'll be right back, because I'm getting overheated. I'm weak. Not you watch 5 minutes and closed it, honey. 4 free pro accounts. Granny, Uncle Tay called you this morning. Okay. You're welcome. Tell him the house does not open until 9 a.m. I said, I know ain't nobody calling this house at no 8:45. And then when I got to the phone, it was him, but he had already hung up. Well, you tell him, girl, you are not up that early. He needs to know your schedule. Wrong time, honey. Tell him don't get these batteries taken out. Ready, 479. No, I got a bunch of the remember I bought that big box from Sam's. Okay. granny is feeling so much better. She's turned back into her smart aleck self. I said, oh, baby, you're feeling better. But it's good because my granny is not somebody that gets sick very often. So, honey, she scared us the other day. But she's feeling a lot better. Now, my sister is down. My sister literally slept all night Wednesday and all day Thursday. Literally. Less than 479. I think I'm reading that properly. Yes, I did. All right, we got a no fill on that one. All right, that followed my old, well, no, it didn't. Almost followed my old rules. Even though I'm not using the order flow, I do still have it over there. Just cause. Oh yes, yeah. Your grandma will be 100 this year. Oh my goodness. That is, listen, that is amazing. What's her secret, girl? What is her secret? Your trades is solid. Not the fake stuff that's for the 20-year-olds. Girl, I swear. That's why I just zoomed through his webinar because I'm like, I'm not listening to all this. I literally just kept scrolling until I saw text on the screen talking about the strategy. I'm such a horrible viewer, but here's what I did. Oh yeah, the battery, honey. Let me tell you something. Well, first of all, they didn't get back until Sunday night at like 10:30 at night. She don't need to talk to nobody. And then she was so sick Monday. She didn't need to talk to nobody. And then Tuesday, she was sick. She didn't need to talk to nobody. So yesterday, she told my mom. No, my mom said, you know, it's been pretty quiet. My granny said, go check to see if Amber took those batteries out. My granny was on the phone all day yesterday, y'all. But as sick as she was, she didn't need to talk to nobody anyway. She needed to save her energy for getting better. Okay? That's what she needed to do. So my cousin, the one who called, I think it was the last day before I pulled the adapter out of all the bases, because why does the base still ring even though the phone, like, So she was like, yeah, I talked to your granddaughter and she definitely told me that you weren't back yet. And she told me to call you around Tuesday, and I kept calling, but the voicemail said it wasn't taking any more messages. She was like, girl, let me tell you about that one. She pulls the plug on everything. Whatever. I hate hearing that damn thing ring. Like, you gotta understand, before she moved in with us, there was no house phone hooked up for like, I don't know, 10 plus years. Don't nobody want to hear no house phone ring. So that's why I do it. Did the same. So definitely pushing through this morning. And is yours lived to be 102? I think the oldest family members I ever had in my family, they were brother and sister. They were like greats. Um, but one lived to be 102, and I think the other lived to be 103. She never eats fast food, always cooked her meals, still remembers her childhood. I can't remember. Girl, Janelle, me and you the same. I don't remember anything I did yesterday besides sitting on this dang on chart for 20 hours. That is amazing. I don't, Granny, I eat a little bit of fast food. But you know what? I legit only eat out like once a week usually. Sometimes twice, because sometimes like if I'm out grocery shopping for the week, I might get like some Panda Express or something, or maybe I'm just craving a burger and some fries. Um, and then because I don't cook on the weekends, if I don't have any food, like, because usually I'll cook on Sundays and Thursdays. So if I don't have any leftovers from Thursdays, then I might get something out to eat as well. But usually I have like one day a week where I barely eat anything. It's almost like my body just needs a reset. I might only eat like one meal that particular day, or just like drink a smoothie or something like that, and that's kind of it. But I try not to eat out either, because it's just, even when I buy my own groceries, I don't really I don't buy like a lot of processed foods and prepackaged foods and stuff like that. Most of what I eat is fresh fruits and vegetables, honestly. Now my dinner vegetables, not so much, because I buy them frozen. But either way, I don't really eat a lot of processed foods. Here and there, I'll be craving like some chips or something. Like this week, I bought a bag of chips. I won't do that again for like a whole month. It's hot in here. Jeez. But I'm just somebody who believes in like, I wouldn't say all things are decent in moderation, but I feel like it's a lot easier for me to be consistent with my, I don't want to say diet, I'll just say my lifestyle, because it's not a diet. Um it's a lot easier to stay consistent with it because I can have that one or two cheat meals. I don't have whole cheat days. It'll just be one or two cheat meals, because even if I'm getting fast food because I'm grocery shopping, that will usually take the place of whatever I would eat for dinner. So then I'll still have my fruit and granola and smoothie and salad for the day, if that makes sense. Your mom's mom is 93. Oh, good morning, True. How are you this morning? Good morning. What's her secret? Let me tell you about that. Right, TP. Ah, being too greedy. 1400. Still 1200 is nice. Well, 1100 is nice though. Nice trade. Nice. Oh, Janelle, are you still doing the increase in risk on your A+++ setups? Oh, I'm getting a headache. I know my neck is super far out of alignment because it's starting to affect my vision. I have glasses that are not full strength. And normally I could still see out of them pretty well, especially if I'm just like, things are right here in front of me. I can't see with them right now. So I know my neck is like really far out of alignment. Compresses the nerves that goes to my eyes. All right. Zigzags not attached to the correct bar. like this trade. It's not moving fast enough in the right direction. That is a a resistance level though. So let's see if that matters. I don't know. The days that I tested, there was no buys at resistance and sells at support. So I literally don't know. That's why I'm just taking it anyway. It's not like this account really matters. There's a lot of volume in this bar. Maybe we should just break even. Alright, guess it works. Maybe as long as it doesn't rotate over it. Which I think I'm not going to take any trades that rotate over any level. Not VWAP, not anything. If only the entry bar doesn't touch it, I don't want to trade it. Again, another trade I would never take, trading my other way. Actually, that one I probably would have taken. Let's see. Based on order flow, yeah, I would have taken... No, I wouldn't have actually. I would not have. All right, where are we at? We're at $1,000 in profit. So, but I'm still at 2 contracts because to get to 25%, I need to be at 11.27 in profit. So we'll go 2 contracts again. So I'm actually going to do this on Monday as well. Only trade this account. Risking 25% of the profit or available drawdown or whatever. Yeah, 25% of the available drawdown per trade, which means I'm adjusting it as time goes on. We'll see what we can do until Monday. Just see what happens. See what happens. So I'm very curious to see what I can do with this over time. My mama back already? Oh, it's been an hour. I didn't think she would be back that early. Reading glasses, girl, no. No, regular glasses. I am legally blind without my contacts and glasses. Like I would see what's in front of me, but baby, it would just be all a blur. It's my optometrist's fault. Well, the one I had in childhood. No, 312. Zigzag attached to the wrong bar. $381. All right. Okay, sorry, let me go back. 6 to 7 contracts, nice. I think I'm gonna start swing trading during Asia or London. That's not bad, especially because the way that you trade, you don't have to really be on the charts for super long, right? Now with the swing trading, are you gonna do what you've been doing lately with like putting your orders in overnight, like your bracket orders in overnight? Or are you gonna do something a little different? You're taking scalps lately though? Caught a few scalps from the zone. $100 is $100, period. Tory trades 50K trade and P&L. Nice. What? Yeah, I did not see that. Oh shit, hold on. Oh please. 157. Oh, there's too much dip in that chip. All right, now we've pushed up too far. Yeah, I did not see that. I'm not subscribed to her though, but normally, because I do go to look at her stuff here and there, normally her stuff shows up in my homepage. So my best friend, my only best friend that's a woman, the last time I was at her house, she actually was talking about getting into trading, and it has nothing to do with me. I think she tried trading out like a long time ago. She was like, but listen, I am not smart enough to sit there on the charts and scalp like you do. I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, she is probably my only friend who's like smarter than me. And I don't say that because my other friends are dumb. They'll tell you I'm smarter than them too. But like, I'm talking super high ACT score, very high GPA when we were in high school. I don't know if she graduated with a higher rank than I did, because I don't think she took honors classes when we got the extra points for it freshman year. I can't remember, but she was a scientist, like a real scientist, like works with rats and stuff. Now she does like reviews of, she does like medical journal reviews or something, like for medications, to say whether or not the medications are safe or not. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I'm like, girl, you're smart. But I told her, I literally said, well, if you want to do more of swing trading, or even if it's like intraday swing trading, I told her she needed to check out Tory Trades. Because the way that Tory trades is how I used to intraday swing trade, basically taking breaks of trend lines, except I would do breaks of trend lines plus a break of support or resistance. I would use that combination and it worked really well. All right, so it doesn't look like we're gonna reverse anyway, but if we did reverse like around here, I don't want to take that because we changed to an uptrend right here, and then that's showing that we're rejecting it. So there's small principles that I'm gonna have to bring over from the other way I was trading, for sure. But I do like being able to trade off the zone now, because remember, I literally just said not too long ago, like, if I can figure out a way to trade on this dang on zone, that would be nice, because it is technically a support resistance supply demand level. So why can't I do it? But now I can. Now I can. That wasn't valid though. Even the trade that I took here was off the zone. And the last trade that I took as well, it was on the zone. Except where's the, oh, down here. Oh, that one had a level attached. I wonder if I can do that. But yeah, I'm probably gonna play around this weekend with just making sure that the little bit of rules that I have is what I like, and we'll just kind of go from there. But I like it so far. I feel like it's so much more relaxed. So much more relaxed. And it's only because I'm just looking for the pullbacks right now. $378. 207. Too much there. $20 contracts, my goodness. Nah, I don't have enough of that overnight money in the account. For real. Swing trade Asia, bracket orders in London. Ah, okay. Looking for money I received from props. See, Janelle's doing it the right way. Get that prop money, fund that personal, and trade the way you want to trade. You wish you found her content much sooner. Yeah, I love her content. It's just so clean and I love it. I've heard Alpine talk about her in his streams before. He was just talking about like she has to have some kind of brand manager or something. Like her branding is so consistent, even from like the lighting and her thumbnails and stuff like that. She has a really good team around her, that's for sure. Bouncing up from that zone that you called out. Yep. Dead cap bounce not really good swings. I got you. But the good thing is you identified it. Like some people have a hard time knowing when to adjust to the market conditions. Like there are certain things where if you trade a certain way, some strategies, it does not matter when you trade it, it just needs to set up right. Other strategies might work better in New York just because of the volume and volatility and stuff like that. But the fact that you identify that, hey, what I was looking for in New York is not really happening in New York anymore. Let me go look to see if it's happening in another session. And if it does, can I keep the same rules and things like that? Like being able to do that, a lot of people cannot. 409. A lot of people cannot do that. $409. I don't know if I want to. I don't really know if I want to test this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Actually, I'm not. The swings are equal. Although I don't think that matters, but just in case it does. Watch, it's gonna push. Maybe not. Make me a believer. Okay, I feel better. Other thing is we're inside of the change zone. So this sale doesn't work out very well anyway. Like if we're inside the change zone, I don't like to take this first sale because technically we're inside of where the major major resistance, the major half trend just changed trends. So it doesn't actually make sense to take a sale there. Now we get up here and we start taking sales back down, that's fine. But this initial one doesn't actually make sense. Plus, I don't like taking trades when volume is equal, 1.4, 1.4. Although it doesn't, like so far the way that I'm trading, I don't have any specifics on the volume of the swings per se. Like the only thing that really matters is the volume of this swing for the pullback. So the last swing before the pullback, the volume of that one compared to the previous one in the same direction matters. But the volume in my swing before the reversal, like this one, to reverse down, doesn't really matter for my entries, except if we're pushing off a new session high or low. But like I said, this one just doesn't make sense because we're inside of the trailing stop is what it's called. All right, and we have a double bottom start there. So like I said, I haven't looked at the double bottom starts like that, so I'm going to keep that out of there. Towards the count balance is like 300K or more. She can take heavy risks. Whew. Like I've been going against my rules lately. I'm trying hard not to scalp, not to become a scalper. I feel you. Yeah, if you don't like scalping, I mean, I understand, you know, maybe having to adjust for a couple of days here and there if the market conditions are just really too choppy for you to be able to get into the longer trades that you like to get into. I feel that. But if you do what you said, where you want to do the swing trading in Asia and bracket orders in London, then maybe you won't feel the need or the desire to scalp during New York because you've already done what you needed to do in the other sessions, you know? Speaking of which, I need to call my best friend today. I know he's like, this little heifer. I ain't heard from her. Let's see. I'll be having to keep tabs on them. I talked to one on Tuesday. Oh, I talked to both of them Tuesday. I'm surprised they haven't hit me up yet. Usually one of them, if you don't hear from me after a week, he's definitely calling my phone on day number 8. And the other one usually only waits about 3 days, but he must be busy. Not too hard. Most of my losses. Most of your losses are pre-market. Do you notice that you were taking the losses at a certain time? Like when I used to trade pre-market, I would start at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I would be done, I think at 8 o'clock I would stop. So I would just do it for that hour, and that's why I stopped doing it. Because trading for an hour, first of all, I'm waking up way too early to do this. And then I'm only trading for an hour and then getting off the charts for 30 minutes to come right back. So it was kind of nice to have that 30 minutes to just like relax, but then at the same time, waking up that early to sit there for an hour, and half the time it was just like watching paint dry. Yeah, I was like, well, we don't have to do this very much anymore. It's okay. No need, no need. But yeah, I started noticing that I would take the majority of my losses after 8 o'clock. And I know at one point I would stop at like 8:20, and then I cut back to I think 8:15, and then eventually I'm like, okay, we'll just stop at 8 o'clock. Don't create a double top here. 7:30 and 8:30 are your usual times of a win. Interesting. That's very interesting, actually. Is that central? That's for when you were trading pre-market? So you were basically looking at reversals for at a specific time, essentially. I was gonna say, are we gonna push through and get the uptrend or what? Even if I don't pass this account, well, I can't Monday because I need too much and I don't want to go over the 1500. That's for the consistency rule. But if I can at least just get back to full drawdown, that would be nice. So I'm gonna push on Monday for sure. I could have had more contracts today, obviously, but I really didn't want to. But if I can just get back to full drawdown on that account Monday, that would make me happy. Very happy. All right, no pullback here. Anytime we're pushing a new high, I don't like when the volume of the swing of the new high is less than the previous one. Shows us that there's already too much resistance. Oh, East Coast. I got you. I end up December up to now because I've seen so many opportunities. Nice. Just to get the field, then switch back. I like that. Yeah, I wanna I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna watch your video today. Because it's nice to, just like we were talking about before I disappeared in the Discord to study, it's really nice to just see how other people trade, what's other people's thoughts processes, especially when it comes to reversals, because there are so many people who I watch on YouTube who attempt to get into reversals, and I don't even think they realize they don't have anything on their charts that would even tell them a reversal is coming. It's like you're trying to chase catching the bottom or top, which is so weird to me. But yeah, it's very weird watching other people try to counter trend trade. Oh, that's what I meant to ask you when you were talking about the MACD earlier. What's your MACD settings? I gotta figure out why my freaking pen. That's ink, right? Yeah. No? Oh, it's not. That's just the black part of the pen. No, that's green, I think. You know, I'm partially colorblind, so I can't tell. No, that's green. So why is this damn thing acting like it's out of ink? I don't know. Okay. $9.27. Did I take a trade earlier pushing the new high? I don't remember. God, I can't see it. I don't have executions on my screen. All right, I did take one. Okay, cool. For whatever reason, with my chart trader that I have, I don't know why it doesn't do this to Nutty, but with my chart trader, and it could be because I'm on Renko's, I don't know. If I show my executions on my charts freeze. I don't know. All right, so 927. Just waiting for the reversal down. It looks like it might end up being too much volume in the swing the longer it takes to reverse. You dirty. Oh, I wouldn't have gotten filled. Did y'all see that? What the heck was that? I was literally just about to put my order on. Just about to, but that would have been a no fill anyway. Actually, yeah. That would have been a no fill. It should have gotten filled, but it would have been a break even anyway. That's what it looks like inside. But all those bars just painted at the same time, so I would have gotten filled. So it's all good. But that was what I was looking for. Let me write a note on my chart. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three. Yeah, about 4 swings painted at the same time. Oh, I did say I'm stopping at 10 o'clock though. Wrong book. To my please, put your name over 12. 3 and 10. Okay. Damn, cooking this girl breakfast. Listen, like Janelle said, little folks come first. I'm weak. I think I'm stopping at 10 o'clock though. Maybe not. Hold please. Oh, I lied. I'm not stopping at 10 o'clock. But I think I should. But I'm probably not. Well, no. I'm not stopping. If I take L's after 10 o'clock, I'm gonna be mad as. But here we go. My baby is just growing up too fast. Oh shoot. All right, let's see. 444. 835. Do I actually want to still trade? Zigzag's not attached anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna go till 10:15. Against my better judgment. I actually, the last day that I was looking last night at yesterday's data, I stopped looking at 10 o'clock. All right, push too far down. Trend change twice, which I don't take. What's my profit today? Are you talking to me? It's the 233 that's up there. I'm only trading the one account. My little baby. It's so funny she just sent me this because she sent me the Amora has been drawing in school, and she basically drew a couple of different drawings of her family. And it's so crazy that she just sent us that because this just popped up in my news feed from 5 years ago. My little baby. Hers not a little baby anymore. She'll be 6 this year. My little darling. 609. See, that's technically inside the change, so I don't think it matters when you're counter trend, but just in case, because I don't want to end up red for no reason, I'll stay out of it. So I don't know if it matters, and actually I think it's just going to invalidate itself anyway. No, it didn't invalidate itself. All right, so let's see what happens. Because I don't know if this matters when I'm counter trend. There was a trade earlier that won that was counter trend where we closed inside of where it changed to a downtrend. So let's just see what happens. Yep, so it does matter counter trend as well. Good to know. I thought so, but you never know sometimes. Yes, she'll be 6. She says she's sorry because she know the market pay for her toys and vacations. I'm weak. Listen, I say sorry too. People in this world can make $200 in a few seconds. Saying I agree. That's why I feel like if you find any kind of edge in the market, don't quit. It's no point. I literally tell my mom this all the time. I'm like, as frustrating as the last year has been, especially the last couple of weeks, it's so crazy because I made the most progress with my strategy since the first of the year. But once that week of the inauguration came, and I've seen a lot of people complaining about the same thing, it's like, where are my trades? Like, where are my opportunities? And as much as I didn't want to start all over, that's what I did yesterday, being on these charts for 2.5 hours was with you guys, but being on the charts for like 16, 17 hours yesterday, like, nah, that's not gonna work for me. I could be patient and see, but no, it's not going to work for me. But I told you guys at the end of yesterday's stream that I felt like I had tweaked myself down to like too little, and that was going to be a problem over time. But I'm not a greedy person. Like I don't need to make $10,000 a day, okay? I don't, and people really strive for that. I don't need to do that. I don't. If I could just make $250 to $350 a day across 5 accounts, I'm good. I'm good. And like you said, being able to do it in seconds is just crazy. It's crazy. There are people who work a whole 8-hour shift and can't make $200, you know? Or there are some people who work a whole week and only make $400. So, got a lot to be grateful for, that's for sure. 350 was more than counter trend, so that doesn't work. See, look, I'm staying after 10 o'clock for no reason. I could be zen right now. Just gotta clear. I don't know why this considers it to be the last lower high. It does that on a lot of outside bars, but if we clear that, we might be able to actually do a little something up there. But we'll see. Only 5 minutes left. She just got the report called all A, so she asking for stuff. Oh yeah, Daddy, stop cooking my breakfast. Go catch that move in the market. At least you realize it isn't working out. Others would just keep trying to listen, Amelia. And we have been talking about this in DMs. Absolutely. And the thing is, like, I was telling one of my friends last night, as annoyed as I am that the market has just been so frustrating. And I've told you guys this over the course of the last year periodically. Usually when I make a huge adjustment to my strategy, I make progress. It might not be as much progress as I want, but usually that strategy is better than the last one, right? And switching to the combination of volume and order flow, I made the most progress ever. I passed an account. I came one trade away from passing another account 3 damn times. So I've made a lot of progress, like a lot. Even looking at my total P&L, you know, before I kind of had a little anger session the other day, but I made so much progress. But I also had a feeling, honestly, over the last couple of weeks, I'm like, at some point I'm going to have to adjust something, because we can blame it on the market conditions all we want to, which it is the market conditions that are causing people to struggle, right? Sure, fine. However, at the same time, what are you going to do to adapt? For me, I still feel very strongly that, you know, regardless of what people say, NASDAQ does paint consistent volume patterns every day, consistent pullback patterns, whatever patterns you're looking for, they paint consistently. You just have to figure out what time frame or bar type. You have to figure out what to put on your charts to see those consistent patterns that you want to see, right? And each time I've made a huge adjustment to my strategy, the reason I made so much progress each time is because all the chart time that I was putting in, I was learning so many different things. Like, I've only been trading with volume for a year now. I started trading with volume in January of last year. In my 10 years of trading, I had never traded volume. So I didn't really expect to master it, that quickly. That's insane to even think that. But order flow as well. I never in my life traded order flow. So all last year, I'm trying to develop a strategy with two major components that I've never used before. Hell yeah, it's gonna take me forever. But when I decided to make an adjustment yesterday, I already knew what I was going to be looking for. Because like I said earlier in the stream, my thought process is, yeah, order flow is important. Don't get me wrong, it is. But I feel like because Renkos are price-based, what I'm typically seeing as far as pullbacks or divergence, whatever, it typically has to do with a volume pattern. I just have to figure out what volume pattern it is, right? And they kind of correlate with each other, but I really think I can do this without incorporating order flow at all. There, like I said, there's going to be some trades that I end up losing because the entry bar will have some kind of imbalance that I won't be able to see. Because for right now, I don't want to take trades if there's any kind of imbalance in the in the order flow of the entry bar. But I went back. I tried to trade this way. I'll actually tell y'all. I'm gonna go look for the I tried to trade this way. I probably don't even have a date on this. Yes, I do. The last time I tried to trade this way was in March of last year. I literally was trying to do this exact thing, but every time I go back to something I was doing before, so like when I started trading order flow again, remember the first time I was trading order flow, I didn't have an indicator that allowed me to see anything except where the point of control was. So every time I go back to something I was already doing, because of all the experience and knowledge that I've gained by paying attention to volume, paying attention to order flow over the last year, like literally as soon as I pulled up this old cheat sheet, I'm like, girl, you were so off. Like you were on course, but you were also so off. Like I was missing key information the last time I was trying to just trade volume. Literally all I was looking at was this is so crazy. So let me go back to the last trade I took. Where are we here? So the last time I was trading just volume, on my cheat sheet it says that the only thing I cared about was whether this volume was higher or lower than this volume, to basically tell me who's in control. Like, are the buyers still in control, or is there so much volume in this swing compared to this one that the sellers have taken over? That's not really important now. What's actually most important when I'm trading this pullback is who's in control of the trend overall before we actually pull back. So I was kind of where I needed to be, but a little off course. And then when I was comparing volume, because I was also comparing volume of the reversal bars, but I was looking, this part I actually was correct on. I was looking at the volume of this reversal bar compared to this one and this one, which is important. However, the catalyst and what tells me what that volume of the entry bar needs to be is knowing what the volume is of this one compared to this one. Why? Because if we're in an uptrend, buyers are in control. If there's more volume in this swing than this one, that means that the sellers are trying to push, right? And so it's important at that point to compare. Because I know the sellers are trying to push the market down, now I know what type of volume I need in my entry bar compared to the volume of the sellers pushing down. So I was basically like 75% on track, but I was just missing key information. But if I get this to work, I told my friend I'm gonna kick my own ass because I'm such an analytical person. I get so anal and I can overcomplicate things because my brain is already wired to think very complicated. But this, like, literally for my strategy to literally be this is insane. Insane. But like I said, that's just for the pullback, so because I do believe that over time I'm going to add in divergence and stuff. But yeah, for me, I know I'm on the right track. I just have to know when to make adjustments. And I literally only traded that way with the volume and order flow pattern or combination for like 2.5 months, which sounds like a long time, but in reality it's not when you start off with no backtest data. But yeah, sitting in the bank, you will make more in one trade in a scalp than interest and savings. Absolutely, San. And that's my goal. I do have my money, my savings accounts and high interest savings accounts, but I do want to basically trade in a way where, hey, like, I have an account that I'm consistently trading, you know, whether it's daily or a couple times a week, just to continue adding to my money. Like, even the way I see it, right? Think about this. I'm doing a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, right? So even if I take just one trade a day, or at least I take enough trades to where I'm positive one trade a day and I risk 1%, which 1% is such a normal risk for a personal account. If I risk 1% per trade, the compounding of that is like untouchable. You can't beat that. You can't. Well, the market is complete garbage, but you still have to try something else. I agree, Amelia. No, we consistently get more wins than losses. Absolutely. Absolutely. Blame myself for not getting it right. Trader's chick, I am the same way. I literally am that person where, yeah, I'll sit here and be like, y'all, this market is ass. But I blame myself for not figuring the market out, because I don't care what anybody says. Trading is hard, but if you figure it out, it's not hard, right? But you have to have the time that you can dedicate to it, and you have to be willing to put the time in. But I'm like Trader's chick. I blame myself, because I'm like, bro, you're way too smart. Like, to me, and this is so bad, but my thought process is like, the market is winning right now. And I'm a sore loser. I don't like losing. So bitch, we don't have to figure this out. Okay? You're too smart for that. I'd be like, girl, did you forget what grades you were getting in school? You're too smart for this. Study the market like you studied nursing, like you studied all the things that you have done in life. Study the market in that exact same way and you'll figure it out. I literally, y'all, when I got off the stream with y'all, I literally sat at this computer until 5 o'clock this morning. Okay, I'm not kidding. I did, because most of the time I'll eat my dinner. When I have to study like that, I usually like eat at my desk and everything, but I was like, nah, because I know myself, like, I have to get off of the computer. So I got off the computer to shower, to eat, but the total of that might have been an hour and a half combined for both. I was sitting here, I'm like, I'm gonna figure this shit out. Okay, I'm about to show y'all my accounts, but I want y'all to see like how many pages, and this is why it takes me so long to backtest, and why usually when I start a new something, I don't backtest, because all of this was written for 3 days of data. Okay, 3. All right, like comparing things. All right, I don't like that. I'm going back and forth, like, all right, okay. And it took me that many hours to go through that many, like, that wasn't even that many pages, but that's how analytical I am. I'm like, no, if I can just put the data in front of me, I can analyze this and figure it out. And I think I did. I think I did, but we'll see. Did you want the ad on YouTube live on? You're getting a few. It's not supposed to be a few. I did put it on, I put it on whatever YouTube suggests, because it should be the skippable ads. It should be. You have to know when not to trade on harder days. But how will I learn though? Exactly, exactly. Oh, girl, it's so crazy. This community that we're building, we are all so alike, and we talk about this all the time. Like, we are just so alike. I feel the same way. Literally, I would always say, like, especially the choppy days, I feel like the choppy days were my learning days. And I feel like I took the most losses on the super choppy days. And when I did, that caused me to adjust things and keep adjusting things. Because with the way I was trading volume and order flow, it literally worked out best when the market was trending. But that's not, baby, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. And because of all the adjustments I had to make because of the choppy days and learning from those days, then I adjusted so much that even on the trending days, I'm like, wait, I didn't have any setups. And you look at a 5-minute chart or a 1-minute chart and you like, wait, those pullbacks were way too clean. The trends of the swings were way too clean. How did I not get an entry in there? That's when I knew it was a problem. And I think I said that earlier this week. I'm like, nah, how I didn't get no trades? But yeah, you have to trade on those harder days, or at least if you're not, even if you don't decide to put your actual account at risk, and you trade sim, I feel like it's better for you to still take the trades regardless if it's sim or on your accounts, because a lot of people's strategies work in hindsight, right? You can always look at the market when it's already painted and say what you would have done. But the reality is you probably wouldn't have done it. There are components that might have, maybe you've seen a spike in volume, or maybe you saw that volume is a little too slow right now. Like, there's just so many different things where if you don't just take the trade just to have the data, it's not going to help you out. Now, for me, because of the way I trade with Renko's, and because I am such a mechanical trader, there's no discernment here. Okay. Either it sets up or it doesn't. I can do it where, like, all right, yeah, this is a hard day, and things just are not setting up, and I'm okay. But I try not to use discernment unless, like, even today, I didn't really use discernment. It was more of a like, yeah, I don't like taking trades inside of where we just changed trends. But that's something that's still mechanical. There's a reason why I don't take those trades. You know what I mean? You got 3 today? Golly. Okay, at least they're skippable. But yeah, I don't, well, I mean, 3 and 2, but that's because I was on here for 2 hours. So that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, let me show you guys the account. The one account. Like I said, I'm going to do this. Y'all, I just got so thrown off. I saw the number 4 next to this account number, and I'm like, how was I taking 4 contracts? I should have only been taking 2, but it's just 4 on the copier, but it's my leader, so that's not what actually happened. All right, so here's the one account. So the drawdown on this account is at 50,000. So basically I'm back to 1,000 in drawdown, and I am 2,000 away from passing. So what I'm gonna do, like I said on Monday, I'm gonna continue doing the risking 25% of the drawdown per trade. I'm only gonna trade this account on Monday, and as I continue to go further in profit, I'm going to adjust based on my risk management plan and making sure that I'm always risking 25%. I don't normally do that. Usually whatever the 25% is for the day, I'm staying there. But because this account renews on Tuesday, what I need to do is get it back to, I'll tell you, let's see where my full drawdown would be. Full drawdown, I have to basically, full drawdown, I would have to get back to 52,000 2,000, right? Yeah, because it's 2,000 in drawdown. So basically I need to make $1,000. That's going to be the goal. Now, if I come close, then I am just going to let it renew. Because remember, I said this account, I probably wouldn't let it renew because at this point, because I've kind of gone into a little slump, I don't want to keep paying for an account if I don't need to. I'll just have one account at Apex, Top Step, and TPT and leave it there. But I don't know. The strategy got me feeling a little good because it's basically kind of what I was doing before, but even easier. So we'll see. We'll see. If I can at least make like 700, I'll feel pretty good. Which today, technically, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Today should have been 3 wins and a break even, I believe, which isn't bad. And I think for that, it would technically, I would have made about $700 if I took the first 2 trades. Yeah, I would have. So that's the goal. 750 is the goal for Monday. We'll see what happens. Got you, Amelia. Yeah, I knew they were on. When you create the live on YouTube after you get monetized, it asks you like as you're creating it if you want ads, and it says like balanced, I think high and low or something, or high and I think it's balanced, high, low, or no ads or something like that, and I just put balanced. I don't know. But yeah, you guys, so I'm actually going to journal a little bit, and I'm also going to go back and probably look at another couple of days worth of data, kind of see if there's any adjustments I need to make. But I think that today actually went pretty well. I am going to look at some of the pullbacks today that worked out that I wasn't able to get in because of the rules, to see if there's any minor adjustments I need to make to kind of open that up, because what I don't want to do is be so specific that I'm not getting trades. But I will let you guys know probably in Discord kind of what I come up with. But based on what the 5-minute chart looks like today, I would say that the number of trades that I got wasn't too bad, because we did have a couple of times of barcoding. So if I pull back, and I'm going to tell you guys what my stats are for the week as well, which they're probably super trash. Super duper trash. Text and markers. Why is it not showing? Oh, because I'm on the wrong account. Durr. All right. So I took 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, how many trades did I take today? I don't damn know. Hold on. I took 4 trades today. 2 wins, a loss, and a break even. So what I like though is that looking at the 5-minute chart, one of the trades that I missed was in this barcoding area, and it would have won. But that's kind of what I like. I like the fact that I was able, like my trades look like they kind of happened when the market was trending. I got 1 trade in with the barcoding. 2 of my trades happened in the wick of this bar right here at the very beginning of the session that I didn't take those. And then, yeah, so this actually might end up working out. All right, so my stats for the week, I'm scared to even look. Whatever. My God. All right. So I lost 946 on the Apex account. The other Top Step account, the one that I didn't trade today, I lost 319. The one I did trade today, I'm down to 35 for the week. And then my Take Profit Trader, I'm down 175. Oh, that's not bad at all. So total between all the accounts though, I'm down 1,700, and I had a 53% win rate. Terrible, just terrible, especially after having such good weeks before, but it's all good. You're not Not afraid about the account. Perhaps you can trade 3 contracts. Oh, saying I'm Monday, I'm gonna increase the contract size. Like I said, it's gonna be 25% of whatever my available drawdown is, and I have up to 5 contracts for Top Step. So I'm at 1,000 in drawdown right now. So my very first trade will be 2 contracts. As long as that trade wins, it's gonna be 3 contracts from there. But I might end up increasing it to maybe like 30%, or I don't want to do 50% risk, but we'll see. But it's going to be more than 2 contracts Monday, trust me. Especially with the number of contracts I'm able to get. But yeah. But that's it for me, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your trading session. I will see you guys Monday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to upload the Orderflow book that I read 2 days ago. I'm going to upload that into the Discord in just a few minutes. And that's that. If you guys need me this weekend, hit me up on Discord. I will see you guys Monday. Bye.